So I grinded diamond. If I said diamond camo, God. So I grinded gold camo for every weapon in COD mobile, and these are some of the things I learned. Note: this is not a how-to video. It's just some basic tips. Tip number one: grind category by category. Now I'm sure you know that we have a lot of categories of weapons in the game. There's ARs, SMGs, marksman, etc. like that. So in a way, you can like trick your brain that okay. Now, for example, let's say you start with the marksman because there are very little number of weapons there, and you finish it, you'll be like, oh, I have this amount of categories left. So if you are saying, oh, I have 99 weapons left, it might kind of get frustrating. But if you're like, oh, I only have 4 categories left, I only have 3 categories left, the way you can like trick your brain. And even apart from that, it's just better that you are used to one particular type of weapon when you are grinding. For example, now if you are grinding SMGs, the distance for getting long shots is not the same with the distance for getting long shots when you're grinding your assault rifles. So it's just better you get used to a type of weapon. The map you might use to grind long shot for SMGs most likely not be the same you used to grind long shots for ARs, because there could be better maps for grinding long shot for SMGs than for ARs. And also one more thing, when you are grinding category by category, I'm sure you know that once you unlock every gold camo for a category, you get your platinum camo for every weapon in that category. So in a way, when you see your numbers increasing like that, like let's say you finish grinding all your marksman and you get the platinum camos immediately, it's like you are going to see like double amount of camos you just finished doing. So in a way, it's just going to like make you happy that okay, I got this one, so let me finish one category, I'll get to the platinum camos. But if you are doing it randomly, you might not really see the numbers of your camos increasing, so it might not really, what's the word? It might not really make you feel. Tip number two: just use sports matches. Don't play with real players. Now, what do I mean by? I have a video on this channel where I explained how to get ball matches. I'll put it in the description. But it's just better once you notice there's someone that is going to try hard or is already tryharding, and let's say you've not grinded a lot. I just advise you to quit that match, and they will slow down your grinding. So advisable, just play both matches for grinding. Tip number three: have a grinding partner. Have someone you can actually share a grind with. It doesn't have to be like a competition between both of you. It could be like a friendly guy. Okay, let's say the both of you can like agree together that, oh, let's grind this particular set of weapons together. It will just make it fun for you, because when you're finished, you can be like, oh, I forced you to grind, or I finished grinding this before you. It just be like a friendly competition, and to actually make your grinding more enjoyable than you solo grinding it. Hipfire increases the rates of your getting headshots. Most times when I personally notice this, that when I do fires or when I'm grinding fires, I already see that headshot achievement, that oh, okay, I'm like, so I'm doing headshots as I'm doing. So most times when you hit fire, your rate of getting headshots increase. So it's just a tip I noticed. You don't necessarily have to hit fire every single time, but the more you hit fire, the higher your rate of headshots. Do the hard one first, not the last. Now, generally, when it comes to your basic type of weapons, we have headshot and long shot. Then we have full attachment, no attachment, hip fire, like that. Now, most videos I've watched, they are like, okay, always start with no attachment, or you can do no attachment and hip fire at the same time. Then you switch to full attachment and this like that. But in my own experience of grinding, I believe it's just better you start with the hard ones, because imagine you do all these simple ones and you are now left with air shot and long shot. So there are times when you will just enter a match, you could have like 40 kills, and at the end of the day, only like maybe 6 of them are headshots. So in a way, you've basically wasted your time. But if you start with the hard ones first, like let's say headshot or long shot, as you are doing your headshots, you most likely still be grinding your no attachment. You can still be grinding your fires. So just start with the hard ones first, not the other way around. That's my own opinion though. You can't destroy your enemy score streaks with launchers. I don't know, me, I personally tried, because the game was like destroy score streaks. It didn't say enemy score streaks. I'm sure I remember saying that. So I was like, okay, you know what, let me try to destroy my teammates score streaks and see if it works. It doesn't work, trust me, I've tried it. You can try it also, but don't destroy your teammates score streaks. Next tip: always equip your launchers. Don't try to grind it separately. I promise you, don't grind it as a separate category. I know I said category by category at the beginning of everything, but just have your launchers on you, because when it's time to grind those launchers, that's when most likely everybody will stop using UAVs in your matches or stop using their score streaks. So just always equip it. Players pop a lot of UAVs in match, even bots pop UAVs, and just always have a loadout where you have that your launcher, so that once an enemy spawns UAV or any other score streak, you can just switch and destroy it immediately. You can always tell your teammates so that, okay, don't destroy it, let me destroy it, stuff like that. Burst firing makes headshots easier. I'm sure you know what burst firing is. When you don't continuously shoot, like you tap, you release, tap, release, that's what you call burst firing. So it makes getting headshot easier because of recoil. It's like a way of controlling recoil. Next, shorty long shots will test your endurance. This is not actually a tip, and it's like a warning. I'm just telling you, shorty long shot is dangerous. For the NE 45, just make sure every long shot is a headshot, or every headshot is a long shot. It just makes the grind easier for you. Always try to headshot with the first bullet. And my last and final tip, watch tutorials. There are a lot of videos out there that a lot of people have different tricks that they use when it comes to grinding. There's some tricks that you might, wow, you didn't know, you never knew existed. So it's just better you watch other videos that explain how to grind particular type of camo, because you will see things that you didn't know. You'll see spots of different maps, like spots where you can stay and you easily get air shots, spots where you can stay, you easily get long shots, everything, you meet them. Just watch other tutorials on YouTube. These are some of the tips / observations that I have for you guys. I don't know how it will help you guys, but I believe you should. If you have any other tips or observations, you can put them in the comments so others can see. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Look, I should have actually titled this video how to grind Damascus camo.